fight is on. I'll hold my ground. I'm gonna crash the lies of the enemy. I won't back down, 'cause I'm not alone. With you, my God, I'll conquer anything. In you I have the victory, victory. You're the undefeated. I know that you're the risen King, risen King. You're the undefeated. Oh, Jesus, you're the undefeated. Oh, Jesus, you're the undefeated. The fight is on. I'll hold my ground. I'm gonna crash the lies of the enemy. But when I doubt, he won't knock me out, because I know, my God, you fight for me. In you I have the victory, victory. You're the undefeated. I know that you're the risen King, risen King. You're the undefeated. Oh, same God. You are the same God. You answered prayers back then, and you will answer now. You are the same God. You are the same God. You were providing then, you are providing now. You are the same God. You are the same God. You moved in power then, God moved in power now. You are the same God. You are the same God. You were a healer then, and you are a healer now. You are the same God. You are the same God. You are a savior then, and you are a savior now. You are the same God. You are the same God. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Yeah. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your
What's your favorite holiday? Christmas? Easter? Bring your dog to school day? Actually, that last one may not be a real holiday. I'll have to check on that. Who would I even ask? I don't think there's a department of holidays. I'll get back to you. One way we celebrate many real holidays is to eat. A big feast with the family, maybe.
Yum!
Eating together was a way to celebrate when Jesus was on earth, too. One holiday they celebrated with a feast was Passover. It was time to remember how God had freed his people from slavery in Egypt. Jesus and his disciples went to celebrate Passover together, but the disciples didn't realize Passover would be very different this year. Jesus' disciples had been following Jesus everywhere and learning from his teachings. But there was plenty they didn't understand about him or his ministry. As Jesus traveled around speaking about God and performing miracles,
I can walk!
some people wanted him to become their king
King Jesus!
and raise up an army. Some wanted him to just keep doing miracles and give them whatever they wanted.
We want miracles!
And some just wanted him to go home.
Get out of here!
But Jesus knew his path was leading him to give up his life for the good of the whole world. When it was almost time for the Passover feast, Jesus knew the time had come for him to leave this world and go be with his Father. Jesus loved his disciples very much, so during an evening meal, he spoke to them about what was going to happen. He said, "My children, I will be with you only a little while longer. You can't come where I'm going." Peter asked him where he was going. Jesus told him, "Where I'm going, you can't follow, but you will follow me later."
Okay.
I'd be confused. But these guys had been following Jesus for a while now. Surely they knew Jesus was going to the cross so people could live with God forever.
Say what?
Wait, they didn't know? But this was a huge part of God's big story. Okay, so Jesus comforted his confused disciples and told them, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe in me also." Then he explained that there was a place for them in God's family. "There are many rooms in my Father's house," he said. Wait, more rooms than that? Bigger? That's the stuff. This is where he was going, his Father's house, to the dwelling place of God. Jesus was going to prepare a place for his disciples. Then he would come back and take them to where they could be with him forever. But then Jesus said, "You know the way to the place where I'm going."
It's not the spot.
I'd be confused. How do you know the way to some place you've never been before? But these guys had been following Jesus for a while. Surely they knew what he was talking about.
Say what?
Oops, I guess not. Thomas wondered the same thing as me. How do we know the way if we don't know where Jesus is going? Thomas said it, but I think all the disciples were thinking it. Jesus answered, "I'm the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." It's kind of like he's the only doorway to God. The way, the truth, and the life. Let's break that down. Jesus is the life. He's the one who gives life to the whole world. Whoever believes in him will live forever. Jesus is the truth. He's all the truth about God and a human being. When people look at Jesus and his life, they see what God is like. Jesus as the truth and the life is the only way to God. That means to know Jesus is to know God the Father. This is what Jesus wanted his disciples to understand. They knew the way to God because they had been walking with Jesus the whole time. Jesus is the way to God.
All right, friends, let's stand up. I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in darkness. They will have the light. They will have life. John 8:12. Boop. Let's do it one more time. I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in darkness. They will have light. They will have life. John 8:12. Boop.